So the other day, I was scrolling through my Bloxburg plots when I came across a mysterious one named 2023. And when I clicked on this plot, I was surprised to find this house. Now, it's a fully completed exterior shell of a house, and all of the rooms inside have been painted and wall trimmed. There's just no furniture. So I thought, why not today decorate one of my old builds in Bloxburg? Now, the thing is, I don't have many old builds, but if you guys want me to do a touring house video as well, let me know in the comments. But today, we're focusing on this bad boy. Now, the interesting thing about today's video is we can actually start by going in and looking at the floor plan. Now, I have not been inside yet, guys, and I do not remember what it was like in here. So we begin with a grand entryway. A little cupboard. The first room on the left. This could be maybe a lounge, a dining room. Flipping hell! This is big. More. Next door to that, we had an office. Then this room. I do not even know what to say in here. I think this should be like a kitchen with a dining room and maybe a little sitting area. The house was also 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 bedrooms, and each one had an ensuite bathroom. Okie dokie, guys. So, heading inside here, this literally feels like I've just bought an empty house off the market and I get to decorate it today. It's such a fun, thrilling feeling. Now, in a house like this, we certainly need a traditional cabinet because this is literally the traditional door. This is a traditional pillar. So along this wall, we're going to have a fridge, just a basic cabinet, and then a stove. Perhaps another oven, because this is literally a flipping mansion. Okay, my literal mouse just had like a neck spasm. Sometimes, is it called, I don't know what the word is. Sometimes like the tracking of my mouse goes so quick. We're definitely gonna have the traditional hood, like duh. 2 dishwashers over on this side. I'm loving this. Do you have anything else traditional in here? And by the way, I've just realized I haven't shown the back of the house. Isn't it giving like cute old money vibes? I don't know what the hell those like lighting glitches are, but it's so cute. And also, we're definitely going to decorate the front garden today. I don't know if I'm going to do the back garden because I don't really tend to do them in my houses anyway. And those traditional cabinets are in. And this leads me to my next point. I'm not normally such a fan of having windows in the back of my kitchen. I normally prefer to add tiles. But in order to make this work, it's time for building hack with Insta. Grab yourself a basic shape and pop it inside of your cabinet. You are then going to make it just as thin as so it's not like poking out. You see what I mean? And then you resize it like that. Now, of course, we're not going to leave it this grey scale, looking like snake skin or something. We're instead, probably I'd say the best bet is going to be just to make this like a dark grey. Just make it ominous, guys. Let's look up traditional kitchen. Okay, so we've got like a wooden one here. Dark cabinets mixed with light. I've never thought to do that. A mix of white with like dark, and it goes without saying we're going to be using marble. It may be a new year, but I'm still that same marble addict. Gosh, I forgot we had all this extra over here as well. This kitchen's blimmin' massive. I really want Bloxburg to add an island bench like this, but until they do that, I guess I can attempt to build it myself. So it's going to involve some of these thin pillars like up in the corners. So I'm gonna be using these as obviously the legs. That all looks absolutely brilliant. Apart from the fact I completely forgot this was meant to be dark. Although not too dark, like we're not trying to make Granny's house up in here. We'll do it like that. Oh, this is looking beautiful. I mean, ignore that tacky chandelier. This must be a 2023 build because you guys remember, like 2023, I would just use this chandelier all over the shop. I actually like having a few more. I know you guys call it cluttered, but maybe I'm a cluttered hoarder.
Get into the living room this way and just started buying things that gave me a buzz.
Next up, I'm going to be going into structural, and just to sort of like outline this island here, I think I might add these beams. And does that look better, or does that look like a pile of absolute uttered trash?
For what reason? What have I done, y'all? Like, seriously?
Get out of it, get out of it. I can't even bear to look at that one more second. It's no secret that to cover up an island bench, you go like this. So the trick to do this is each time to expand it by a certain amount of dollars. So I'm doing it by $5 each time. And honestly, that one looks so much better. Do you think I could even do that over here? Now I think I've made it a little bit chunky, haven't I? So next things next. An island this big needs a sink in it. So after all that, we sort of need to actually remove this. Then you're going to go into plumbing and grab yourself the bowl sink. Now actually, got this big platform on top. We may or may not have to resize this up a little bit. And hey, look at that, guys. It basically looks like you've made a really cool custom sink. But in reality, you've just used one that Bloxburg has already kindly provided. Wow. That looks like a very fancy, very expensive floral arrangement, because it flipping was expensive. And I'm going to create a really gorgeous placemat because I have a feeling that we're going to be using it a lot. I do feel like we also need something else on here, so maybe I could just plop like some jars. Yeah, let's just have some jars. Now, I was about to add the pendants in here, but I thought actually we should add chandeliers. Now, although these ones are a bit tacky, these ones are just too expensive. They are by far the nicest ones, but $4,000 a light ain't happening, not in this house. So we're gonna have to use the good old-fashioned spider ones, which on their own, terrible. But if you go into medium grid and twist them, hey! So it's only $1,600, which is about 0.48% of the price. No. Imagine I could just do that, guys. And that is actually really nice lighting. I don't know what I was really going on about, to be honest. So in here is gonna be my dining room. And I have big plans. So we're gonna use a festive table. Wait, what's it called? Oh, events table. Sorry, I'm still living in 2020 Bloxburg, guys, or even 2019. And then they added this really nice tablecloth, which sort of covers up the ugliness of the festive table. Now, we need to find another centerpiece. It sounds like centipede, or that word gives me the creepy crawlies. But no, we need to find another centerpiece. And remember, guys, how I said I'm probably going to be using a lot of these. I personally think maybe these just in the corner is quite a big dining space, isn't it? I can certainly add some ceiling to floor curtains. Now, I remember I used to layer the long jewel curtains with these ones all the time. Who remembers? Oh, those were the good old days. And I reckon this is actually quite a master plan, how I can like incorporate all of those colors. That looks really royal. And since we got these pillars here, I actually think we should pop some in here. And I would normally colour the walls, but today I don't think it needs it. So to finish it off, I guess we could just throw in some equals pequals plants. So here we go. That is my stunning kitchen dining. So technically, this is probably the size of most people's downstairs. They'll then just have the lounge room here. This over here is going to be our main lounge room. But I thought we could have a sitting area over here. And I'm not going to lie, I want these chairs. Like, when I was envisioning this in my head a few minutes ago, I was envisioning these chairs. So maybe these should be coming forward a little bit. Now, do you know what I love the back of, guys? I love the back of many things. But what I most love is the back of this sofa. It was just meant to be looked at from the back, wasn't it? This isn't very central, is it? I think we might have to be moving that back one. There we go. That's no bother at all, is it? Well, actually, it kind of is a bit of bother, actually. This is bothering me massively. Now, on here, we can have a jar. Maybe we should have something happier. Maybe it has a candle in it. Now, along this wall here, I'm a sucker for some built-in bookshelves. But I can admit, I build my built-in bookshelves disgustingly. Like, I add the most musty, crusty books. So today, I'm going to be trying very, very hard not to do that. And I almost feel like there should be a secret door behind it, but sadly, that would not work out. Unless it's a secret door into the dining room, I'd love that. You know me, I love my food. Now, update, guys. Personal life update. My diet is still going well. I've been doing it for 2 weeks. Can you believe this, guys? I've been on a diet for 2 weeks. So we got my bookcase built in that side. That already looks so much better using the ready-made books.
A little longer than a few minutes later.
And here we have it, guys. I love this. I've never made a house look this good in my entire even existence. There was just one thing I wanted to check. Would it look better if I was to make the roof? It would. It literally would. I was not expecting that. So all of the roofs are now going to be navy. But do you know what I mean? This is such a nice family room. So next up, I'm thinking we should do one of the bedrooms. I don't know if I'm going to do all the bedrooms today, because I didn't realize how much of a big project this house was. But we're definitely starting with the master bedroom. So I actually find it very, very helpful to start with the structural beams. Now, I didn't show you guys me placing them in the downstairs, but they are so expensive. Look, $1,100 140. So there we go. We've now got the structural beams in. That looks so grand. What are these rooms? Oh, okay. First of all, I don't really know what that is sticking through for. Get down. I guess this is like a bathroom and closet. I think we should make this one the closet, the bigger one. Also, I don't know what these windows are doing here. Get away. So I'm going to go ahead and we're just going to place the foundations in first, but just like that. And now we know that the closet door can actually go over a little bit, just like that. Yeah, perfect. I'm obviously colouring it like a gender reveal, some pink and white. Actually, should we do blue and white? A little bit of switcher up there. Now, what I'm going to be doing that is custom is, I've shown you guys how to do the few times, but I always like to show for the new viewers and also remind the old viewers. And I wonder, is anyone watching who's been watching me since like 2022? Because sometimes I get these comments, it's like, oh my gosh, Reese's, I've been watching you for 5 years. I'm like, babe, I ain't even been posting for 3 years. And I feel like I don't say it enough. You guys mean so much to me and I love you so much. I'm so grateful that you watch my videos. And then of course you do need to add a back to it. Now the best part about this is you can add whatever you want. You don't just have to have like these weird, like whose clothes fold into a perfect rectangle. Unless you're flipping Mary Poppins, I do not think that is happening.
Brown paper packages.
So you can have some of them. You can also add, wait, is there any other things that we can add in here? And just to make it a little bit more realistic, we can add a laundry basket in here. I love that as a closet. That's so good. And I actually think I am going to leave that as chandelier in here. I know we sort of said that we hated them, and by we, I mean me, but I've got over it. I have no idea what I really wanted to go along here, but then I just thought, why not a book stand? Now, I did try this design downstairs, but it didn't really work, adding them as navy. And I actually think that's worked out pretty nicely. So, where do we want the bed? Do we want it along here? Do we want a feature wall? There's so many questions I have. I guess since we've been using it absolutely all over the shop, we need to, oh flip, I'm flying around. We need to add a blue feature wall, a nice blue. But I'm not going to add texture. No. I never really thought about it, but this is actually the most luxurious bed for a reason. All of a sudden, I'm feeling really drawn to this bed. Wow, I'm really getting into this, aren't I? Because the other day, guys, I was role-playing. Yeah? I never role-play in Bloxburg anymore. It had literally been years, but I went and I did a role-play just in a random server. Some of you guys joined me. And I realized none of my houses were big enough for my family. I had like 6 kids, and I didn't have anywhere to put them. So a nice 5-bedroom house like this can be perfect for my role plays, although it's still not enough. By the end of it, I needed 9 bedroom. So with that in, we now just have this extra sort of space. So in this corner over here, we're gonna have a chaise lounge. And I didn't want to do this, guys, but I think I'm gonna have to. Yes, another one. So you're gonna start with your thing. At the end, you're gonna have it like this. Just a very small one, built in like that. And basically all we're doing here is adding in an item that Bloxburg has refused to add. So we just outline it just like that. You can add more if you want. You can make it a little bit bigger. And there we have it, guys. You've got yourself a chaise lounge, although no chaise lounge is complete without a gorgeous round pillow.
12 seconds later.
And now finally we just have this colossal space in the middle here. And I think, not to be basic, a sofa area. And hey presto, I think this is a pretty gorgeous room. Like, don't get me wrong, it could have a few improvements. And if you have them, let me know in the comments. But for now, I think that's pretty perfect. So downstairs we go into the gym. Yes, I've decided this should be a gym room because, like, what else could it be, really? I mean, we could actually use a laundry room. No, this can be our laundry room here. In fact, I was thinking that this could be like a downstairs toilet just as you walk in. And oh yeah, the whole point of that was doing the laundry room. Honestly, I'm so discombobulated, guys. I could literally, my head would fall off. So in a little laundry room, basically what I tend to do is get 2 fridge cabinets like that. And I suppose we'll probably need a maid in this house, so I can even pop the bucket in here as well. Back to the gym then. Are we thinking about making this more modern-y? Oh, that looks slow. So along this wall, I feel like this is the perfect wall to get rid of that. It's also the perfect time for me to be having voice cracks, apparently. And someone told me the other day I sound like a didgeridoo. First of all, don't even know what that is, but I think it's an Australian instrument. Second of all, how dare you say I sound like a didgeridoo? Yes, I have a bit of a voice crack. I'm only 18, guys, okay? I'm still allowed to have some voice cracks every now and then. But that's our little fun area. And then over here, maybe this could be like the weights. Oh, damn. Those are some big weights. And I always get very, very thirsty after doing a workout. So a nice mini fridge here. is going to be so perfect. And if we go into tableware, the secret section in Bloxburg, we can add a couple of glasses on here. When we go to sell this house, we can now add and say it has a home gym. I mean, it's a bit weird coming off the lounge, but it'd be even weirder coming off the dining room. Now, actually, speaking of those two rooms, I think I want some double French doors connecting them. A perfect decal. It's like these panels, but they're pink. So I'm gonna get them now. I am not a gatekeeper. This is the code for these gorgeous pink panels. Oops, accidentally missed it there. They're not 100% HD, but they pretty much are. And how gorgeous are they at the end there? Now for this, I'm also going to be using pink, but like a really bright, like pale pink. Now, I'm not going to lie, you guys had already seen me build a dining room, so I basically just built a bigger one. And this is what I've come up with so far. It literally feels like a pastel cottagecore dream. I feel like I've literally seen this exact table on Pinterest or something. Now, I did want to try and switch things up a little bit with the centerpiece flowers. I thought I wanted to like do a mixture of a lot, and I was trying something new with this roof texture, but I don't really think it paid off. Instead, I think some nice plaid. And quite frankly, I think that does it for our gorgeous little dining table. I did not think when I walked in that room earlier, it would end up looking so good. So as for our final lounge room, I genuinely think we've already got our fancy lounge room. I always want one of them in a house. This one is now time to be our practical lounge room. Entertainment center. Now we just have all of this room for our seating. So we'll get the roof off, get this pathetic light out. Do I want a window seat? I kind of think I do, actually. It's just a little bit tricky to do them. But I suppose not if we use these. I'm so used to using the beveled, but not everything in life has to be beveledified. Yeah, that's our cutie little window seat. Very, very nice. In a way, I sort of feel like the room should end here, like the seating. There we go. That wasn't even central this whole time. No wonder I'm going mental, chicken oriental. And how cute would it be to have all of the pillows light blue? Like, this is actually one of the nicest houses I've ever decorated. And if you're wondering, I've been filming for 2 hours. Normally, that is how long it takes me to build an entire exterior and interior. And by the looks of things, this exterior did not come quickly. It looks like it would have taken at least an hour to get that done. We only have a few more bedrooms, but I don't think I'm going to be doing any more bedrooms in today's video because I think it's already going to be like a really long video. But the final room we're going to be doing is the entryway. We couldn't leave this one hanging. Now, I don't know what on earth I was doing with the beams in here. I mean, they don't look bad, but they just look very half done. Also, what rooms were they meant to be? Flipping rooms for the pet rabbit? Now, as far as these rooms go, they're not actually that important. Like, of course, they're still important rooms, but it does not matter if there's like a little bit of pillarage stuck into them. So I'm going to do that right there. And I almost don't want to add any paintings on these walls. Like, they look so crisp and clean. But no, we have got to add some paintings. And I'm even going to add a little welcome mat. And you know what I've just realised, guys? We haven't even decorated the front garden. Forget the study. Once this is done, we're heading there. So I always wonder whether I should put chairs underneath the stairs or not. And today, I think since we've got these such beautiful chairs right here, let's have it right here, right now. No, stop connecting, okay? And I was debating whether or not to have a piano or a table here, but I'm thinking a table. And maybe just as a treat, we can make one wall in here dark blue. So finally, we've got to decorate the exterior. I never thought I'd be saying that. Normally, it's the interior that is final. Now, the thing I want to do on this roof here is we could add a little ball up there. That was not my original plan. My original plan was to add a ball in like the roof, but we can have both. We can have balls everywhere.
Bombastic side eye.
Now it's time for the pathway. I think just an incredibly long, incredibly grand pathway leading up to the front here is all I need. Wow. So yeah, we'll have it as a white one, and then each side we're gonna have a grass texture, but it's going to be pine cone plank. Now don't worry, guys. There's going to be plenty of room for other gardening in this house. Wow, I'm really struggling to place a flat piece of floor. How have I built this gorgeous house, which you're about to go look around, and I can't even place a floor? And this must be my dream house or something, because this is literally like my IRL dream house. Like, I must have been trying to build that or something. But the question is, do we want organized planting or do we want messy planting? I think I want organized planting. So basically, I'm just trying to make it sound a lot fancier than it actually is. Organized planting is basically where everything's going to have its set place. So rather than just placing them willy-nilly, Each plant is going to be popped in a specific position. And look at that, guys. Absolutely gorgina. Now, just to make this look even more like some palace grounds, they normally have a lot of trees in them. And there we have it, guys. The house has been transformed. Okay, chickens, here we are outside of the new house. This is what it looked like at the beginning of the video, and this is what it looks like now. I mean, of course, the exterior has not changed that much. All we've done is add some simple gardening. That was really the garnish on top of the cake that was today. If you're wondering, this has no cars or anything. Pure green money. It's just, it feels so like colonial, American, but also British all in one. But we're really here today to look at what I did with the inside. So as you enter this house, this is what you are met with. It looks so just picture perfect, and with this beautiful scenery on the side, just as good. Now, what I think about this is it doesn't as much feel like a Bloxburg house. It more feels like a real life house. Do you know what I mean? So on the left, we have our little downstairs toilet. On the other side, this is a bit of a crap room. This is just the laundry machines and things. So I think I want to go in order of how we built it. First of all, we have the family room here. This is the kitchen, drawing room, and dining room. Now, obviously, we have other versions of these rooms, but as for the kitchen, we did this first. It honestly feels like a million years ago. It was like hours and hours and hours ago I built this, but it is just as stunning as when I first did it. Not to mention, having the drawing room in the background, like, it feels like such a good place for a party. Get down, baby! And then this dining table over here is just so stunning. It's almost as stunning as the one that we're about to go look at. Now, through here is a study. This was one of the rooms I did not build, along with the back garden and some of the bedrooms. Now, in here is the main lounge area thing room big. Yes, lots of describing words there. This is more of the informal living room, more where you'd have like movie nights, just sit if you want to watch TV, things like that. And we also have a gym off the side, which is very well decorated in my opinion. And finally down here is this dining room. It is so beautiful. It's just cottagecore, really. Wait, what is the word I was trying to think of earlier? Coquette. That is what this is. And as you can see, it's a big downstairs, but it doesn't take too long to get around. Like, it's a reasonable sized house. So as we go upstairs, there is so many bedrooms up here. We have, I think, 3 on this side, another one here, and then finally, the master bedroom. So this isn't my best master bedroom I've ever done, but it's definitely not my worst. We get a beautiful view out the window.
I like the view.
I love how I've set up the furniture. And not only do we have this pretty sick little ensuite bathroom, but we have a gorgeous custom closet. So there we have it, guys. I hope you enjoyed watching me renovate this house. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next video.